Good morning from Glasgow. I hope you are well. My name is Hannah, and this is the I Ching reading for today, where we are looking at the energies of the energies around us and how we can best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward. So today is the 21st of March, but if you find this reading on another day, that's fine as well. It means that it's resonating with you at that point in particular. So my aspect from this is I'm looking at the energies around me or the world, or that is involved with me, and we are all connected. So if you feel drawn to this reading, then we are in a similar path, we're in a similar place on our path right now. So anyway, so yes, let's start by grounding ourselves, bringing ourselves into the present moment. And we're going to do that by doing 3 cleansing breaths. And we're starting by rooting down in the surface below, whether you're standing up, maybe walking, sitting down, or lying down, okay? So you are feeling the weight of your body, pulling yourself downward, pulling you towards the Mother Earth. Relax fully. So if you're sitting down into your seat, and actually connect with the feet to the ground below you as well. And feel tree roots growing out of your feet into the ground below you, into Mother Earth. It doesn't matter if you're on the 25th floor of an apartment building. Right? Feel this root digging down deep into the earth and connecting yourself to the energy below. And then as you breathe in, your spine rises towards the sky, into the base of the skull. And the energy rises all the way up to the universe, and your crown point are connecting to the heavens above, okay? The universe above, all the energy above you. So you're becoming a conductor in between the heavens and earth. And with the heavens, I mean, not like a heaven where we go to, it's a place. It's more like the universal energy, the universal light, the ultraviolet light, everything that is around us and above us. And as you breathe in, your stomach expands, and so you breathe out, it contracts. So you're breathing into the lungs, filling the lungs from the bottom, okay? But we're just breathing normally now, but we are going to go into the cleansing breath, and we're starting by emptying our lungs out of old stale chi, stale air. And as you breathe in, feel the lungs filling all the way to the top and the spine rising upwards. And as you breathe out through a pinhole through the lips. One more breath in. And breathe out, releasing the past, releasing the future. And as you breathe in one more time, you're bringing in the present moment. Fresh chi, fresh air. And breathe out. And as I start drawing the hexagrams, continue breathing in and out through your nose into the stomach, feeling the stomach expand and the stomach contract. But you're just breathing normally, but just making full breath right into the bottom of your lungs, right? So how are the energies around us, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous way forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, mountain, lake. And lake is metal as well. So let's have a look. Sweet. This was our inner as well. Actually, it was both inner and outer. Is stillness. Mountains are still being guided to stay in this stillness. Within, right? Cultivating stillness, like the mountains still. Doesn't matter what happens, it still stands still. Okay, so how are the energies around us, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, mountain, lake. And we have Earth, which is speaking about responding, right? Earth is a responding, a earth receives, right, from heavens, and then nourishes this and allows it to grow, right? But it's not like an active energy at all, right? So we've got kun, earth above mountain. Again, there we go. So responding. So our inner stillness is allowing us to respond to whatever is going on around us out there in the world. So let's have a look at the changing light and where we are specifically in the process of this hexagram, right? So there's different levels. So actually, well, let's shift them around. Let's do this. So there we go. So it's the initial 9. Initial 9, so it means that this first line, which is a yin line, turns into a yang, which means we have illumination, li within, and then responding without, which means this stillness is allowing us to move into clarity, like where we can see like this fire here, and fire brings light, which is allowing us to see more clearly, and then so we can respond appropriately to what's going on around us in the world. And then let's see what's feeding this energy. This is the main energy where we are. Following this guidance, we are also going to move into this more illuminated energy, that we can see more clearly. But let's look at the nuclear hexagram, which means this is what's feeding it. It's almost like the cause of why we are here, why we need this guidance, right? So we've got yin, yang, yin, which is water, and then yang, yin, yin, which is thunder. Yeah. And this is we have stepped into a new chapter in our life, and it can be scary. So water is speaking about its darkness, right? It's darkness we cannot really see clear. So the water is the opposite of fire, right? So we cannot really see it. And water is also, the water element is associated with the emotion of fear. So when we're stepping into something new, which we have done, right? We've had like a really big close of the old cycle of our life, and then we actually moved into this new cycle of our life, and then it can be quite scary because we don't really know what's awaiting us, right? Although we can feel in our heart that this is the correct way, this is the new. We needed to leave the old, did no longer serve us, okay? Thunder here above is talking about shock, right? This action is taking action, but it's also shock, where we're being shocked out of, something. If for me, it has definitely been like that. I was shocked out of, helped by shock out of my previous situation, because I wasn't moving fast enough, right? I was moving, but fear held me back to take this, the steps forwards at the correct time, right? So I actually ended up being put under a lot of pressure to move forward, right? And this is the residual energy that sort of that we still have some left out of, because we're in the beginning of this journey. So we are then being guided to cultivate this inner stillness, the stillness of a mountain. So this is where we are today, where we can respond to the earth and actually start to receive nourishment for our idea, for our next step in our life. And nourishment that comes from wisdom, like nourish your mind with wisdom, with learning new things. And it's also what you put in your body, it's what you eat, and then also it's how you look after your body as well. Like if you do qigong, or this is very advisable to do that, like always, but now in particular more so, in or yoga or meditation, or just go out running, or just something that nourishes the body and gets it to move as well, is the guidance here. So we can allow the Mother Earth to nourish us on this new step on our journey. So let's have a look at the hexagrams, what they are. So we've got kun over gen, which is 15. And then we've got kun over li, which is 36. And then we've got zen over kan, which I think we actually had yesterday. Maybe, no, we didn't. So that's 40. Let's have a look at it. So 15, we had 15, which is humbleness, yes. Of course, we are being guided to be humble. Humble is always a great approach. Not bang our drum too much, right? Although we're doing good things, we're not going to put ourselves down. That's not it, right? But people will go around and go, oh, look at me, look at me. That's also like a trauma response. Like, look at needing the approval of other people around us all the time. That's not very healthy for yourself or other people, okay? So we proceed forward with stability within, right? Strength and strength of character, and a cultivated harmony within, right? And then we do not need, when we are sure of who we are, we don't need approval from other people, okay? But it should come from a loving heart. It's not this, oh, I'm the greatest, so I can do whatever, and I don't care what other people think. That's not what I'm talking about here. It's like being just safe and secure within yourself, and operating from this wanting to be of benefit to all sentient beings, right? But all sentient beings include you as well, so you need to look after yourself as well. This is what empaths quite often forget about, that they are in part of this all sentient beings that also need to be looked after, right? So Gyan and humbleness has got, so it's probably got earth energy, but let's have a look at that. It's earth, yeah. And earth. And then let's have a look at 36. Brilliance, injured. Okay, yes. Injured. And that is injured, which is the earth as well. Earth. And then we can see here as earth is sort of, the sun is setting below the earth. So we're seeing less and less, right? We don't really see clearly. And here is like Kan is also speaking about darkness, right? And here the earth is, the sun is setting below the earth. So the brilliance, we're not seeing entirely clearly where we're going, but we still have this illumination within, okay? So do not fret. Brilliance injured is not bad, right? It's just the way things are, right? And then we are here within is relief. Relief, which is the nucleus, and relief is, I think it might be, it's wood, okay, it's by growth. Wood, and that's, I'm just going to say a little bit about this, sort of the course of what the underlying, the hidden energies here is about relief. When we're getting a great shock, right? And then it's speaking here about, this is where we've been, right? And this is, that we're moving at, this is the hidden energy, like the sort of the course of this, right? It's like it's been like a big, when a rain cloud is gathering, it's like a lot of pressure, and then when the rain falls, we get this relief from this. And this is where we've been shocked, but we're actually getting relief out of it because we have stepped into this new cycle. So let's move into the main energy here. I have 3 treasures that I guard and hold dear. The first is love. The second is contentment. The third is humbleness. Only the loving are courageous. Only the content are magnanimous. Only the humble are capable of commanding. Yeah, I love this. It's from the Lao Tse. What Lao Tse learned can be found in what he says in the Tao Te Ching. Lao Tzu, or Lao Tse. It's called different, right? But it's the Tao Te Ching. Yeah, it's a wonderful book. It's a guidance on life, really, and the universe. And I love this. So I have 3 treasures that I guard and hold dear, and this is the amazing guidance, like for life, really. the first is love, okay? The second is contentment. The third is humbleness. And only the loving can be courageous. And it's like, to be courageous is when you actually stepping into a situation that is really you're fearful of, but you're actually doing it anyway. So imagine like a mother who sees her child in danger and she can just do just about anything, you know, to save her child. She would just, you know, without thinking, without blinking, would step into great danger. She would walk in front of guns. She would dive into deep ocean. She would do anything, right? And that's her love is, you know, she's getting this courage from the love. It might be terrifying, it might be something that she's never done before, but she will do this because the love of a child is like this endless love, right? And this is, so only loving are courageous. Only courage can only come from true love, right? You might be able to do things, you can climb mountains and do dangerous things, but is that really courage? That's just, it might just be, you know, you're doing things for attention, right? That's not really courage in a sense. Well, in a sense it is courage, but it's like that's more for your, you know, your own, you know, oh, look at me, maybe. I'm not saying all mountain climbers are like that at all. It's like you're overcoming yourself, right? And that's also courage, right? You're working through to overcome yourself. You might live in out on the mountaintop in very dangerous situations, right? But that is to overcome yourself, to learn about yourself. Obviously, that's courage as well, okay? But there's also love. That's love for yourself. And then the second one is only the content are magnanimous, okay? So which means that if you're happy with life, even if you only got a few things, right? Then you've got food for the day, but you are content with this, then you can share your food with somebody else. And magnanimous, you can share whatever little you have, or you can have lots of things that you can share it with everyone. I read about this this business owner in the States. I can't remember his name, but he was earning lots of money, and then it was something came to him. I don't know what it was, but he realized, oh my God, you know, I should pay my staff more better. And what he did, he brought down his own salary to, I think it was like $70,000 a year. This is several years ago. And then he also brought up the salary of everyone in the company were getting the same salary, right? So it became truly equal, and he built like a really beautiful company that was like a really thriving because everyone was looked after, and he obviously was content and is going like, why am I, you know, needing all these kind of things, right? So he could be magnanimous, and he was sharing his wealth with his employees. I thought that was so beautiful. I wish I could remember his name, but look it up. Actually, it should. Really inspiring. Also, only the humble are capable of commanding. Yeah. So it's like if you're capable of commanding, but like you can command people around, say do this, do that, blah blah blah. But that's not, you know, they are going to stop doing that as soon as you don't look, right? They only are doing that because of fear, or you're pushing people down. But if you are like humble and actually you're presenting your case, and you're going like, okay, I need help with this because we are creating something great here in the life, and then people will follow you, right? It won't take much, right? But when you come from the correct place, right? So being humble, when you go, oh, look at me, then it's just like people are just going to get fed up with you, okay? You might follow you for a bit, like just, but eventually it's all going to crumble and fall apart, because you know, when something doesn't come from true love and compassion and truth from within, then it will eventually crumble, right? It will, because it's not the basis it formed on. The foundations are not correct, right? The foundation, it must come from this stability, this stillness within, like this knowing of, you know, that who you are, like the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are is love, right? Like if you peel off the layers of obscurations on every person on this planet, right, there is love. Although you can see the most evil ones, right, actually the truth of who they are is love, like consciousness. It's like it's just pure consciousness. Although we have all these layers that have just turned some people quite evil, and other people are easy to walk all over, and other people it's like, but these are just trauma and layers of obscurations. Okay. So from seeking harmony through great harvest, going on to humbleness, these treasures are fully expanded. So, okay, seeking harmony, when we seek harmony, actually yesterday I was speaking about that, about seeking harmony in all situations, right? We seek harmony, because we want to cultivate this love and listen to other people. Yeah, yesterday was mutual influence, right? We listen to each other, right? We are creating something together, right? We're not being, oh, I'm the greatest, everyone should do that I do. We allow people to speak up, and then we're finding harmony, and then creating something wonderful together, right? And this is the world. If you take this out on a great scale of the world, can you imagine if everybody was seeking harmony? Then we would look after ourselves and the world and everyone around us. So this is what we need to do. And then so when we seek harmony, then we can get a great harvest, because we are working together to create something great, right? And then obviously, and then we become humbled. We become humbled of seeing this, how the people around us are just the beauty that we are creating, the beauty that we are living in, the love that we are living in. That's humbling, right? Okay, so let's have a look at the changing line, which is the first initial 6, humbleness, alternate to brilliance, injured. The attribute of yin element is yielding, which represents the quality of humility. The yin element in this gua is happy to stay at the bottom. It is another way to show one's humbleness. Thus the Yao text says, humbly, humbly, indicating that one who wants to cultivate the quality of humility should first be humble at heart. With the quality of humility, one is able to deal with any kind of situation, no matter how difficult or dangerous. This is the true spirit of humility, not acting negatively by holding oneself back, but acting positively by moving forward to do something productive. The 3 lines above the bottom line form the inner mutual gua, water. Thus, the Yao text says, humbly, humbly, the superior person engages in crossing great rivers. So we're in a place, right, stay humble. Right, cultivating this inner stillness, coming from that stability like of a mountain. No matter what storms are going on around us, this within us, we are stable and still, and this is what we need to cultivate as well, always, right? And then moving forward. So we're being guided to move forward, take step forwards, but humbly, right? And seeking harmony in every step that we are taking. Okay, so let's have a look at brilliance injured, which is number 36. Just quickly, we'll just read the proceeding forward without restraint, surely someone will be hurt. Thus, after proceeding forward, brilliance injured follows. Yeah, so it means, yes, proceeding forward humbly, right? Not without restraint. If we're rushing forward without thinking, then things will start to go wrong. It might not see it in the beginning, right? It might look great, or we're making such great progress, but eventually, because the foundations are not there, or very weak, right? Because we just rushed forward without the intention of benefit of all sentient beings, right? The intention is wrong, right? And then if the intention is wrong, this is to make me look good, right? Then things will fall apart. There has no great foundation. But if the intention is to help, or to create something beautiful for so many, right? Then the foundations are strong, and then it can grow, right? So, and we're not rushing forward. We are proceeding forward humbly. If we are rushing forward, then we will end up in this situation where we cannot see, when things are being darkened and we cannot see clearly, and things will crumble. Brightness has sunk under the earth, an image of brilliance injured. In correspondence with this, the superior person remains in harmony with the multitude, right? So right now, it's like the lights are being dimmed, right, or slightly, but we are seeking harmony with everything around us, right, in order to be able to proceed forward correctly. We are moving forward, but we are moving forward correctly, okay? Covering his brilliance, yet his light is still shining. And we here, it's also, it's like we're not banging on a drum, look at me, I'm great, I'm creating this new thing, right? We're dimming our light. We are dimming our light. we're moving forward not for our own sake, okay, for our sake as well, but also for all beings, right? To create something beautiful that would be of benefit to so many. Okay. Anyway, that's the reading for today. I hope it was a benefit, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day ahead.